My name is Kirsten Chandler, and today I wanted to talk about my questionnaire results. So, after completing the questionnaire, I discovered that my dominant ethical leadership orientation is duty based ethics, with supporting tendencies in virtue ethics and then the utilitarian thinking. So, this means that I naturally focus on what I feel is morally right and obligatory in a situation, even when that choice isn't the easiest or the most efficient. So, reading through Northhouse helped me understand why I leaned this way. So, this chapter discussion of moral development and ethical decision making frameworks helped me to see that my approach is rooted in consistency, fairness, and doing what aligns with established principles. I also recognize that my personal values, especially responsibility, honesty, and care, really shape how I respond in moments that require ethical judgment. So, this means that my leadership style in educational settings is really supportive, and I like to help guide students and communicate with families and communicate with other teachers. So, I try to make my decisions transparent and grounded in fairness. Northhouse emphasizes how leaders must balance the needs of individuals within organizations, and that really resonated with me because I find myself doing that a lot throughout the day. So, in my own personal leadership practice, I often lean towards clear expectations, consistency, and then follow through, which reflects duty ethics. But the chapter also reminded me that care and justice must be balanced with this flexibility, empathy, and understanding, especially in schools where there's circumstances that change quickly and nothing is ever expected. So, one example of this comes from my work with students. There have been moments when a student missed a deadline or they struggle with some of my behavior expectations. And my first instinct, based on these duty ethics, is to reinforce the established rule or the consequence. But I've learned to pause and ask more questions, such as what barriers is the student facing? What is the most ethical response, not just the most consistent one? So, in one case, taking a more caring and contextual approach led to a better outcome for the student and preserved our relationship. That experience showed me that even though I may have different ethical perspectives, they should interact with each other, and that will make for the best move forward. So, going forward, I want to strengthen my ethical awareness by intentionally practicing three different things. So, the first one is slowing down before making decisions so that I can really reflect on all the multiple ethical angles. Number two is inviting diverse perspectives, especially from colleagues, to avoid relying solely on my instinctual duty based response. And then number three, being more transparent about my decision making process, especially when dealing with students and families, so that fairness and care are visible and they're not just assumed. So, overall, this chapter and the questionnaire help me better understand not just how I lead, but why I lead the way I do. It gives me clear steps for strengthening my integrity, awareness, and my impact as an educational leader. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.